to be my dog, why you hate on me? They say success turn your friends to some enemies. Hey, it's crazy, cause it's shining, now you act shady. Yeah, but I guess it's okay. My mama told me you would show me your ways. Yeah, but I gotta check on him. I had the bands. Pull up in the land. Diamonds on me look like Ernie. He's always hating, said I'll never make it. I heard he's always talking with them. It's okay, it's okay, it's okay. It's okay, it's okay, it's okay. I heard he's mad at me cause I'm getting money. I heard he's mad at me cause he's on me. It's okay, it's okay, it's okay. It's okay, it's okay, it's okay.
Like the way it sounds, Frody? Yeah. Just let me breathe for a minute, man. Just let me breathe. Just let me breathe for a minute, man. Just let me breathe for a minute. Just let me breathe. It's too hot, drop the top off the wagon. Lay back, fire like dragon. Man, I'm flying past Saturn. Out of here like I ain't that savage. Two. It's like I'm at the studio with Michael. You can hear me dancing on the beat. Bam, about to put a mansion on the beach. 100 Latins in your lobby. That's what happens when you're around with body. And I put that in my mommy. I will never give my heart to a I can just make a dance that goes with this song. Then I'ma be on. Basic, gon' dance to it. Basic, everywhere, gon' dance to it. Just let me breathe for a minute. Just let me breathe for a minute. Just let me breathe for a minute. White Range Rover, in it. Let me breathe for a minute. Just let me breathe for a minute, man. Just let me breathe for a minute. White Range Rover, all in it. You gotta, baby, shake that, shake that.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to Madden 18 on EA Sports. Two teams will need their quarterbacks to step up and lead their offenses on the gridiron today. It's the Ravens going up against the Texans.
All right, thanks, Larry. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the heart of Texas at NRG Stadium in Houston. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Baltimore Ravens, and he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And the Houston Texans. The slot man in motion right. Now a first carry for T.J. Yeldon. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Give him 17 on the pickup there, and the Texans also get a new set of downs. They keep it with Yeldon on first down. Strong run, but he's corralled just beyond the 40. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
I once had a defensive player in the NFL tell me, if I beat and dominate the guy across from me, I'm helping my team. Well, winning one-on-one battles is always a part of the game, but when you have good team defense, as we just saw there, one broken tackle, but he didn't get away because the rest of the guys arrived to put him on the ground.
On second down, here's Tannehill. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Now a play fake here on first down. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. 23 yards on the play.
I don't mean to jump in on you, partner, but they didn't waste any time getting downfield, did they? I mean, a nice big play there.
3 plays, 3 successful plays in plus territory. Now this defense on its heels a bit.
It seems like they had something targeted there, doesn't it? It's like, okay, we've got a matchup we like coming right out of the gate. Let's go ahead and get right to it.
They'll try and run for it with Yeldon. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. T.J. Yeldon, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Texans have taken the early lead. And they do exactly what they wanted to. Opening drive, they get into the end zone. They do it on the ground.
And not only is the person lugging the ball happy, of course, because he got it into the end zone. How about the offensive linemen and receivers who are blocking for him? They have to feel great about themselves, sticking it in the end zone on a running play.
Butker now to kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. He's going to be stopped here with a penalty marker on the field. I'm not sure what this is about. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that would look pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. So what will they do? On the ground, through the air, let's see. 2nd and 9. To throw is Thomas. From the gun, he'll throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
All right, here we go. 3-19. Back up. Start. 3-19. All right, now. Back up.
On 3rd down, they'll try and pick it up with a counter. Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way down to the 7-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. They run the counter now on 1st down. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5.
I know he might be a little winded after that previous long run, but now you're in goal-to-goal situation. That changes what you do defensively, and it worked for them on that play.
Maybe trying to reward him after that long run. We'll see if they go back to him again on the ground. And some extras coming up on the line here, readying for the blitz.
Here we go. 3-19.
Second and goal from the 5. And he'll get it down close to the goal line, but not quite in. They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's third and goal.
And that was a good collision right there. And I know this as a former defender. If you're playing linebacker, you're going through a checklist on every play on who you think's going to get the ball and where you think the ball's going to go. Rarely do you expect the fullback position to get it, and on that play he did. So you've got to steel yourself at that point because the contact is going to be strong.
Here we go. Back out of that belly. Here we go.
Now they try the right side here. And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. A great effort there. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game. And he'll bang that one through. And getting our first update now from Nashville. And early on, the driver's seat belongs to the Seahawks. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. This is taken about 7 yards deep. Shrugs the tackle.
Nice.
And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back on the field here. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
They'll start out on the ground. It's T.J. Yeldon. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Second down following the run. Out of the gun, Tannehill. Hopkins, strong running. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So they still get the completion even though the blitz was on. But the blitz got there. Does that stay in the mind of the quarterback the next couple plays?
That's what you're hoping for. That's what you're planning for. It's a little risk reward, right? You're leaving your guys on an island back there in man coverage. But you take the chance that you get to the quarterback, and so he gets completion here. Congratulations. Keep coming at it, and hopefully it pays off by the end of the game that you're starting to get to him while still able to cover on the back end.
10 more there and another first down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
A first down carry now for Yeldon. Bulldozes past him. And a solid run down inside the 30. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Getting the sense, Charles, are going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far is working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
Just beating the play clock now. It's Tannehill looking for the end zone. And they went for a big play through the air on second down. Couldn't connect. Now it's third.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Whitney Merciless coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it'll be 4th down. this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and it's Texans football as we get going in quarter number 2, as we'll see one following the score on the final play before break. Butker now to kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
They'll run it now out of the gun. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. That's good for a Raven first down, 15 yards there. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level, because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
They go play action here on first down. Flush to his right. Now he's going to throw it back deep over the middle. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. A big play there. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Ravens have taken the lead. And that makes it 14-10. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. And the Texans set to come onto the field. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Now a play fake, and it's Tannehill. Doxson with a grab over the middle. And he takes it all the way down to the 32. A big-time play there for the Texans. 43 yards. They'll fake it. Now Tannehill going deep for Hopkins. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off down at the 2. And the return just out across the 15 to the 16-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. A handoff as they run the counter play. Finding room at the 30. And nothing but daylight ahead. He's at the 30. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. A great play there. 84 yards. And the Ravens are able to show off their quick strike ability. And with that carry, he's already over 100 yards here in the first half.
And, partner, you know exactly what he's saying to his teammates right now, right? Especially to the play caller.
Give me the ball.
Again, and again, and again. It's not that heavy, sir. I'll take it.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. Heading out is the Texans offense as they get set to take over here. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Slot man moves right. They begin with a run by Yeldon. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
With the struggles we're seeing up front for the offense today, they've got to think about changing up their play calling. Some screens, some draws, some quick-hitting plays in order to try and supplement the run game. You don't totally abandon it, but you try and give it a little bit of help.
Again, it's Yeldon. And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20. 4 yards on the pickup there, and now they're left with a 3rd and 8.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action and hit them over the top.
And on 3rd and 8, defensively, they're going to beef up the secondary. 6 defensive backs. Play action. It's Tannehill. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. Well, they've had a pretty frustrating first half here offensively, and then just continued there with that incompletion.
Yeah, definitely frustrating for them, but heartening for the other guys. Those stop troops, they're enjoying things right now because they've made it very difficult for them throughout the half.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. That's pulled in at the 32. A 46-yard punt, 8 yards on the return. And the Ravens, they'll take over. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on second down.
Let's go.
To throw on second down, Thomas. They find some open field here. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. That one good for 10 yards. And that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Here's Thomas. Throw left side complete. It's Newton. And able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he picks up about 6 as he gets this down to the 41.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
On the NFL scoreboard, second quarter in Nashville. And early on, the driver's seat belongs to the Seahawks. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. We're back to Houston after this timeout.
Let's go. Green 39.
Looking to throw on second down. Thomas. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line.
Time to give a little credit here. That was an excellent read by the guys on the defensive side of the ball.
Oh, you're crediting your defense.
Got to credit them on that one, because they tried to fool them, right? Tried to trick them. Ran a screen, and they went to it and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
Let's go. Blue 90. Blue 90. Back line up, Philly. Here we go. Over.
Here's Thomas to throw on third down. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to fourth down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping them from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. So it's a 7-play drive, but it stalls out in the end.
Let's credit the defensive front seven. They were a little leaky at the start of the drive, but they stiffened toward the end.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And now out comes Houston. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Now a handoff to Yeldon, and he'll get this one up to the 26. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Now Tannehill saying, let's get to the line.
I think if they want to start getting back into this game, it behooves them to get better on first down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Here's a give to Yeldon. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. From the 50, it's Tannehill. That's caught inside the 20. And he is taken down deep in Baltimore territory. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. And they're definitely showing blitz here. Now a first down throw, Tannehill. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. The throw on second down is Tannehill. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. The Pro Bowler DeAndre Hopkins, the intended receiver, and it's third down. And the offense looking to pick up the first down after the second down incompletion. Throwing on third down, Tannehill. And he's got it. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And the kick by Butker is good. On the NFL scoreboard, second quarter in Nashville. And early on, the driver's seat belongs to the Seahawks. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. After the field goal, here's Butker to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Ravens out in front as we send you over to our headquarters in Orlando, where we check in with Larry Ridley for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Out come the Ravens now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore first down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground.
Hurry up, here we go. No. Check.
Thomas now operating from the gun. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just second down.
Pretty nice coverage there, but a missed opportunity for an interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athleticism, hands, a little bit questionable.
Now let's go. Green, 39.
Thomas, off play action. Wide open receiver complete. 23 yards on the play.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? And it sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels.
Hurry up, here we go. Green,
On first down, Thomas forced out to his left, and he'll slide down to avoid the contact. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a third down and 2.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, Can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
The Ravens on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2.
Here we go now. Watch it now, Barney. Watch it now, Barney.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's not even going to get back to the line of scrimmage. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
Partner, I think there's a lesson there. Some days you're just having a really tough time, and for the defense, today has been that day. But after that play, what do you learn? You can still make plays even when the other guy's having success against you.
And Tucker, the former Longhorn, puts this one through, and that will get the lead up to 14. So he splits the uprights there, and I would imagine it's nice as a kicker. Right when it leaves your foot, you know it's good.
Yeah, it's kind of like a golfer that picks up his tee after a nice drive without even watching it land.
Solid analogy. I like it. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second half?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
No gain on that run, and while the team is down, there's still time to come back and win the football game. If I'm the offensive coordinator, though, I've got to think about moving at a faster pace and maybe opening things up a little bit and throwing it a little bit more.
Here's Tannehill now on 2nd down. They go with the screen. It's Yeldon. And a pretty little juke move there on a nice game. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
The screen was executed and completed, but where's the worry on the play? How many times is a quarterback going to get hit? Because offensive linemen have to do an acting job of making sure it looks like they're whiffing on blocks. But you got to slow them down a little bit, because if you don't, that's a lot of big guys coming at your quarterback in a big, fast way. And boy, he can get hurt.
They'll try to run for it with Yeldon. And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
3rd and 1, partner. No need to be fancy there. Just use some force and move forward and pick up the 1st down.
And a new set of downs here after picking up the 1st on the ground. They'll run it again with Yeldon. And some room to roam now. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. A big one there for the Texans, 18 yards.
That's another nice run, and I have to tell you, some of the coaches that I played for, their philosophies were always different when they see a guy running the ball well. Some of them wanted to immediately go to play action and throw it now because it's wide open. But other coaches said, you know something? Until they stop him, that big boy is going to keep getting the football. And that might be the direction that they're going to go right now.
Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Not much happening there on 1st down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
So the offense now dealing with a 2nd and 7. Now T.J. Yeldon. And he'll be stopped up quickly here at the 38. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they got to pay it off with some points.
Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. He showed off a nice juke of the defender, but the next wave there to bring him down. 4 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 4th down. And the D looking like they may blitz. This is Yeldon. And he's able to get the 1st here as he's taken down at the 25. It's a gain of 9 yards. And they're able to pick up the conversion here on 4th down. So it'll be first down here after the run. They keep it on the ground, but this time it's Murray. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down.
Yeah, and that was a safety that came through and made the play. But there's no doubt in my mind, he hits like a linebacker. And we see a lot of that in today's NFL, don't we?
And that time we do indeed. A big hit for a loss. Tannehill under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Defensive end gets in there that time. They were in a 4-3. What's the responsibility of the ends versus the tackles there, Charles?
Well, most of the time when you talk about the ends, they're your pass rushers. They're the guys that you turn loose to try and get to the guy who's going to throw the football. The tackles, usually more of the run-stuffing variety. But the way this game is advanced, you're wanting a little bit of everything out of all of your guys. But let's just go ahead and break it down and make it simple. The guy who's the right defensive end versus a right-handed quarterback, that's the blind side. He's going after the quarterback. He's going to put him on the ground.
Back now here on EA Sports. It's Texans football, but they trail here as we get started in the fourth quarter. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. From the gun, here's Tannehill. Hopkins on the grab over the middle. An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or two short, and it's fourth down. They'll go with a big back, Yeldon. And he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. It'll be a gain of 4. And on fourth down, they're able to convert and move the sticks. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. And a really long drive here, and it goes on and on. In the slot on the right is Graham. On second down, here's Yeldon. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. T.J. Yeldon with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Texans have cut it to within a score. Butker now to add the extra point. And that'll cut the lead down now to a touchdown. Butker now to kick this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns. Brandon's all about pace and tempo now for them. They've got the advantage, so I'm going to put musical terms for you. You don't want to go prestissimo. That's too quick, too lively, right? But you also don't want to slow it down too much. You don't want to go lento. What you really want to be is moderato. Nice and even, nice and steady, get those gains, and close out the game.
I think that chicken parm from last night's gone to your head. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. It's a big play there for Baltimore. 46 yards. And now a first down following that long gain.
Here we go now.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 11. The play clock's running down, and he'll give it here to his running back. He's to the 10, and he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown of the season, all coming in this game. And the Ravens will add on to their lead. And the lead will grow by 1 more. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. And now out comes Houston. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn into a play action, and throw one deep.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. They'll run it now out of the gun. A very tough run, but for a short gain out near the 32. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead them to 3rd down.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, it's hard to get them started again occasionally.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. Here's Tannehill. He's going to loft one deep left side. He's got a man complete.
I've been rolling on the freeway. I've been riding 85. I've been thinking way too much, and I'm way too gonna drive. I got anger in my chest. I got millions on my mind. Didn't fit the picture, so I guess you want the vibe.
LOV on my right leg, that's Gucci. Hear what I'm saying? LOV on my man, that's Gucci.